There's a little tumbleweed Pokemon called Brambleghast, and it puts in the finest of work this game. It's not on my team, it's on my opponent's team, and it's amazing. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. Today we're battling versus Raymond in the UU tier from the Discord server. Go ahead and join the Discord server. It's the best place to go for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battles right now. There's a link in the description down below. I also noticed that only 36% of people watching this video are subscribed. So just double check you're subscribed if you think you are. And chances are you're probably not. And if you're not subscribed anyway, go ahead and subscribe. It's free. It really supports me and I really appreciate it. With that being said, let's go into the team preview. Looks like Raymond has a very solid looking team. He's got a Scizor, Tyranitar, Tinkaton, a whatever that's called, Pormo. I can't remember the name of it. Brambleghast and Magnezone. So pretty powerful team. Got to watch out with my Scizor for that Magnezone if it's Terra Fire. Or even just Thunderbolt hurt alone, to be fair. I mean, I can close combat it, but Thunderbolt still hurt. So with that in mind, do we lead off with Donphan here? Because they could lead off with Tinkaton or Tyranitar potentially. I think they don't lead with Brambleghast. So I think leading with Donphan's actually a solid play. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And maybe get the Stealth Rocks up if I can. And the battle begins. So Raymond's going to lead off with the Punchu, which is going to be the Pormo. I don't know. Anyway, let's go for a Stealth Rock straight away. We'll get them up on the field. They're going to be really useful. It's going to force a Rapid Spin later on down the line by the Brambleghast, so that's going to be good. They're going to go for an Ice Punch right off the bat. We're going to eat that up though because we're a Donphan. They do get some Rocky Helmet damage as well, which is really nice. And they're going to lose some HP from the Life Orb, so good to know the Life Orb. We go for the Stealth Rocks. I could have just gone straight for the KO there, but I'm kind of glad we got the Stealth Rocks up at the same time. So what I'm going to do now is they don't have any ground immunities. So I'm going to go straight for the Earthquake here. They could go Brambleghast here, but I feel like they go in Ice Punch again. They more than likely anticipated the Stealth Rocks, which is why they went for the Ice Punch to get some damage off of my Donphan. Now they're going to go into the Wind Waker, which is going to be the Brambleghast. Very nice. Nice and shiny. Gotta love it. We go for the EQ. It should still do some decent damage to them. That's not really that decent, but you know, it's whatever. So what we can do now is, now that the Brambleghast is here, we can go into our Scizor, and Scizor can handle this. So they're probably going to go for a Rapid Spin, which is absolutely fair. We just go straight for a U-turn, and it's going to hurt pretty much everything on their team, and it gives us some momentum. So they go for a Rapid Spin, which is going to do nout. Absolutely note to me. Absolutely note to me. Poison Stones are going to disappear, which is absolutely fine by me. We're going to go straight for the U-turn and get on out of there. They go for a Spikes. Okay, so Spikes are up on our side of the field, one layer, which is good to note. We go straight for the U-turn, though. That's going to give us a free switch in with whatever we want. As that does decent damage. Not the best damage in the world, but decent nonetheless. As now we can go for a nice tactical play. I'm thinking Salamence. It means we don't have to take spike damage. And also Salamence just hits pretty hard. Hard enough to KO the Brambleghast at least. And we get the Intimidate off as well, which is always nice. I'm pretty sure Iron Head will KO here. So I'm going to go for it. And if it hits the Tinkaton on the switch in for some chip damage, then that's going to be nice as well. So let's go ahead and go for the Iron Head real quick. They go for a Strength Sap. Alright, I didn't expect that one to come through. I forgot that thing got Strength Sap, to be fair. Really forgot that thing got Strength Sap. Really forgot it got Strength Sap. So we go for an Iron Head. Obviously doesn't do much damage to them. So I'm thinking Rapid Spin, Spikes, Strength Sap, and Power Whip, potentially. I think Power Whip. So I think what I need to do here is I need to get the Rain up. So I'm going to switch back out. I'm having issues with the Brambleghast. I've got to remember it's immune to Hurricane. It's a really good ability. It's immune to Hurricane, which is crazy. So we'll get the Drizzle up. They go for another layer of Spikes. They probably don't want to get hit by an Ice Beam right now, I would say. So I'm going to go for the Surf just to see what kind of damage output we can get on this thing in the rain. They do go for a Shadow Sneak. So they got a Shadow Sneak. Okay, so that's good to note. There's no Power Whip. We don't have to worry about Power Whip. Let's go for a Surf. There we go. It does decent damage, to be fair. Decent damage. So what we can do now is we can go for a U-turn. And the reason we go for a U-turn here is because we're going to go for a Strength Sap, which is going to restore all their health back to full pretty much. Because Strength Sap is a pretty busted healing move. Not busted, it's just really good. So we go for a U-turn, get a bit of chip off. And now I'm thinking, you know what we're going to have to do here, right? They've got +1 in speed. We're going to go into Floatzel. And I think Floatzel can handle this. I really, really, really believe Floatzel can handle this. So we're going to get hurt by the spikes. We're basically going to force a switch from this thing. So I'm going to go for the Ice Spinner anyway. See if we can get a KO. If we can't get the KO, then so be it. Ice Spinner comes through. Let's see if we can get a KO here. We just missed the KO as they go for another Strength Sap, and that's going to bring them right back up to full. So, having problems with this thing. Right now. I'm going to go into Espeon. And the reason I'm going into Espeon is because we're going to have to Tera. We are going to have to Tera on this thing. So, we'll go Glimmer. There we go. And they probably go for a Spikes again, right? They're going to withdraw. Okay, so they don't want to get hit by another Ice Spinner. Cool, so they go into Reptar. So that is not the best switch for us. Nice and shiny, though. Gotta love it, gotta love it. They're going to get the Sandstorm up, which gets rid of the rain, obviously. They probably go for a Crunch here, if I'm honest with you. So I'm going to have to make a tactical decision here. I think I'm going to go Scizor. I think Scizor can handle this pretty well. We can just kind of go for a close combat and be done with it. So we'll go Crimsonite at the Scizor. There we go. Crimsonite comes in. Hurt by spikes and all that wonderful stuff. They go for a Rock Blast, which is interesting. Are they loaded dice? That's the real question. Are they loaded dice? Looks like they are. It really looks like they are. It looks like they are loaded dice. So that's good to note. We're hit 5 times. We should outspeed unless they're... Here's the thing. Do we Tera Steel Bullet Punch right now? We need to do that? Or do we close combat? I think we outspeed. If we don't outspeed, then we've lost Scizor, which is really unfortunate. So I don't really have a good switch into Tyranitar. So I'm going to go for the close combat on the off chance we outspeed. They do go for the switch, which is respectable. Into Wind Waker, which is also respectable by a long shot. So that's fine. We'll go for a close combat. Obviously doesn't work on the Brambleghast. The Sandstorm's going to dig into them, which is always nice. Bit of chip damage every now and then. They probably go for a Shadow Sneak here. Just thinking what we can do here. I think they go for a Shadow Sneak. So I'm inclined to go Pelipper and then U-turn and then go into Espeon again. I'm inclined to do that. Or on the plus side, I go for a Bullet Punch here and just get a little bit. Let Scizor go down. Scizor goes down. We get a free switch into Espeon. We can go for a Terrifier. That's all I can think to do. That's all I can really think to do. So they're gonna get buffed by the Sandstorm, which is great. I say we. I don't know what to do here. Really don't know what to do here. We could go Floatzel, Ice Spinner again, but it's not gonna KO. Will it? No, it won't. It won't. And they just go straight. I say we go Glimmer. I think we go Glimmer and we go for a Trick here. I think we trick this thing. I think we Terrify a Trick. I think that's the best play. So let's go for it. Let's go for it. We'll Terrify a Trick. They do stay in. Which is absurd. Because I'm going to Terrify right now and destroy your life. I'm not really. I've clicked Trick. I've clicked Trick. So that's not going to work out. But I think Espeon's going to be more useful to us, not locked into choice specs. So they go for a Shadow Sneak, expecting us to be Psychic. Doesn't get the KO, unfortunately, for them. We go for a Trick, which is going to lock them into the next move they go for. So we've basically crippled this thing because it's choice specs and it's, you know, it's locked into whatever move it goes for next. We got a pair of Heavy Duty Boots though, which is great for longevity. Sandstorm subsided, so we're not going to get any more chip damage, which means now we go into the Plopper. Plopper the Pelipper. So we'll go Pelipper. There we go. Pelipper comes in. And now we don't have to worry about this Brambleghast anymore. So we get the Drizzle up, which is always nice. They're going to withdraw themselves. What are they going to go into though? Tyranitar? Probably T-Tar. Reptar comes in. Tyranitar the Reptar comes in. So this thing is a problem. This thing is a real problem. The next team I've got actually has stuff for Tyranitar and stuff. This team doesn't, obviously. So I think the way we win this is with Rain. I'm going to go Donphan. Donphan can eat up any hit this thing wants to throw at us, even if it's Rock Blast. Because I'm pretty sure if they're Rock Blast, they're probably max speed, which means they outspeed my Pelipper. So I'm going to go Donphan, get some spikes damage and all that stuff. They go for a Rock Blast, which is fine. I don't think Stealth Rocks are really necessary this game. I don't think they are anyway. Right, so they hit 4 times, which is great. So let's go for an EQ. And the reason I just want to weaken this Tyranitar as much as I can so that something else can come in later on down the line. They do withdraw, and they're going to go into what? The Brambleghast again? Harlequin. Who's Harlequin? Tinkaton? Probably expecting a Stealth Frogs, right? Oh no, they're Air Balloon. Okay, so they're Air Balloon. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. So, we go for an Ice Shard, pop the balloon. Go for an Ice Shard, pop the balloon. There we go. Pop that Air Balloon, which is great. We're going to go for a Gigaton Hammer. Can we take this? I think we can. No, we can't. 160 base power stab move. Not going to take it. Not going to take it. No way, Jose. So, what's our plan? What is the plan right now? What is the plan? I say go Pelipper and then go for a Surf. I think that's probably the best play. Yeah, I think Pelipper then Surf is the best play. Yeah, but let's go for a Surf real quick. They do go for a Play Rough, which is going to do diddly squat to Pelipper. I get a Surf off. This thing doesn't have recovery, I don't believe, so we can get some good damage off. That's great. Great damage. Great damage. Let's go for a Surf again. Even if they bring the Tyranitar in, it's chip damage at the end of the day. They're going to go for a Knockoff, knocking off our Damp Rock, which is absolutely fine by me. We're going to be able to get a KO, hopefully, on this Tinkaton. We do get the KO, which is great. So Tinkaton goes down. Tinkaton goes down. Now they can bring Pawmot in. It's Pawmot. Puncho, there we go. Puncho. Comes on in. We definitely switch out here, but what to? I feel like they go for an Ice Punch expecting the Salamence to come in. So I'm half tempted to go for Roost. Or U-Turn. I think U-Turn's the best play. I don't think they go for a Thunderbolt. They go for a Double Shock. Okay, so I didn't have a switch in. I don't have a switch into that at all. I really don't have a switch into that at all. Really don't have a switch into that. So, now they've lost some HP, we're going to have to do some damage. So let's go into our Floatzel. We're going to have to do some damage to something. Something's going to have to take some serious damage right now. So we go for a Wave Crash. It'll definitely take out this thing. It'll definitely take out the Tyranitar. It'll take out the Scizor probably in the rain. Brambleghast isn't going to appreciate it. There's Reptar. So you're getting rid of the rain. That's fair enough. Getting rid of the rain, but you're going to lose your Weather Setter here because we're going to go for a Choice Band of Wave Crash, and it should KO a offensive Tyranitar. It does KO an offensive Tyranitar, which is great. So down goes the Tyranitar. So we're currently catching up. So we're going to get buffed by the Sandstorm, which is unfortunate, but what can you do about that? Let's see what happens here. Duracell comes in, which is the Magnezone. Alright, Magnezone is fine here. We can go straight for a Wave Crash. I don't foresee that we'll need Floatzel. It's Adamant at the end of the day. It gets outsped by Pawmot. It gets outsped by Brambleghast. Bullet Punch will KO us from here. So let's just go for the Wave Crash and get the damage off. They are Choice Scarf, which is good to know. Which is great to know. That's great to know. Really good to know that. So they go for the Thunderbolt. They lock themselves into Thunderbolt. We're going to go Salamence. And basically, we just have to Dragon Dance here. That's what we have to do. So we go for the Dragon... we'll go into the Salamence, get the Intimidate off, all that wonderful stuff. We go for a Dragon Dance. They're going to Terra. Is it Terra Electric? It's Terra Flying. So they expected an Earthquake there. Well, no, we're not going to go for an Earthquake. Especially not now. We go for a Thunderbolt, probably expecting us to go straight for an Earthquake here. We go for a Dragon Dance. There we go. And now, basically, I don't think we win this. I really don't think we win this. So, there is potential. We need the Sandstorm to disappear, though. Really need the Sandstorm to disappear. So, I'm going to go for the Outrage. Outrage comes through. Gets the KO, which is great. Down goes the Magnezone. So Magnezone goes down, which is great. And with that being said, I think Scizor just comes in and Bullet Punches both my Yeah, beats paper. I like that. I think Sizzle just comes in and just finishes us off. So we'll go for a Bullet Punch. That's going to finish off Salamence, no problem. And then we've got the Espeon in the back. I need the Sandstorm to go away. Sandstorm goes away. Okay, cool. That's perfect. So we'll go Espeon. I don't think Espeon lives a Bullet Punch here. I know it's a Fire type now, but I don't think it wins this matchup. So I'm going to go for a Tera Blast. We go for a BP. Can we live by 1 HP? We don't. Unfortunately, we don't. So Scizor takes us down, and that is going to be the game. So GG Raymond, it's the first time we've actually had a battle in a little while that hasn't DC'd, usually on my end, because my internet's trash. But no, that was a really fun game. It came pretty close in the end. 3-0 victory to my opponent. So thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.